First of all, I want to say what's up. I ain't talked to my fans in a minute, so I want to say what's up to all my fans out there. It's Yoni Habitz, you know what I mean? It's a new year, feel me? Got new energy, got new haters, and yeah, but right now I'm living in San Diego, and I'm living in LA. I'm out there in Hawthorne, out in LA. In San Diego, you know where I'm at. I'm like 33rd, 34th. You can catch me in between on that Felton block. Feel me? But yeah, that's where I'm staying right now. Well, everybody know where I'm from, but sometimes I gotta remind people or just like repeat like what I tell people. But I'm from Eritrea. You feel me? I'm from Eritrea. Some people be like, they might think I'm from somewhere in East Africa or just African or whatever, but I'm from Eritrea, for reals, 100% Eritrean, you feel me? And, yeah, you see the ring, you know what I mean? See this, see the wristband, see the little whoop-de-whoop, my little chain or whatever. But, yeah, I'm from Eritrea, yo. And people be talking about you Habesha or you Ethiopian or you Eritrean or this, that. I just got love for all my people. You feel me? I got love for Ethiopians too. You know what I mean? But all that Habesha politics, I just got love for all my people. So it is what it is. Yeah, I do speak different languages. I speak Tigrinya. That's a language I speak. You know what I'm saying? I speak English, of course. I could understand some Arabic and a little bit of Italian or whatever, just because I've been, in those parts of the world or whatever. I was born in Saudi Arabia. You feel me? I got a lot of family in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. So, yeah, and I used to live in Italy too, you know. So I picked up a little bit here and there, but yeah. So y'all be trying to talk all that language stuff around me, and that I'm hot too. I pick up here and there, so don't be slipping. Feel me? I listen to a lot of different music. I got older siblings. I got big bros. I got like a lot of brothers. Feel me? I got sisters too, older, younger, all that. But so I listen to all types of music. You know what I mean? But Tupac was like someone I really grew up listening to a lot. Obviously, Tupac was somebody big. And all the West Coast stuff, you know what I mean? A lot of West Coast classic stuff. Because my brothers, that's all they listen to is West Coast music. But when I was younger, I met like a DJ when I was younger, so he kind of threw me off and had me bumping like a lot of East Coast music. So I got really inspired by East Coast music too. So, but obviously Tupac, Nas, and Mobb Deep, Cormega, all that stuff. But, oh yeah, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? My folks used to love Michael Jackson. So my mom, my pops, all my folks, so my family and all that. Yeah, MJ for sure. I've been working on my clothing for a minute. You know what I mean? I really wasn't like too like hands on when I wanted to be hands on. So I was like always wearing other people's clothes or trying to help promote somebody else's clothes. But like I figured out like I'm gonna just start wearing my own clothes. You feel me? So I started making my little YH polo shirts. I got my YH hats, of course. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of other T-shirts and stuff for girls, for boys. I got hoodies, all types of stuff coming out this year. So be on the lookout for Yoni Habitz clothing. And yeah, just be on the lookout. I'm gonna be promoting it hard, and you'll see it out there. So just check me out when you can. As far as the group, the addicts, yo, we've been like, you know what I mean? We've been kind of everywhere. Everybody got different priorities, you feel me? So, Billy Benny, Logo, Young Magic, Young Ben, LRP, all, we got a big group, like I said, but we all just doing different things. Everyone working on their solo projects. we working on the group mixtape. It should be coming out this year, like real soon. Actually, we just did a little magazine photo shoot. You feel me? For my boy Curtis McNeil. He got like a couple little magazines out there, so you'll see us on the LA Weekly or some new San Diego hip hop magazine that's really doing big things right now. So be on the lookout for that. But the Addicts, yeah, YouTube, the Addicts, DA space ADDIKS. That's the Addicts. You feel me? So just check us out. We in the we in the kitchen, just trying to cook up something every so often. So mixtape coming out real soon though. Be on the lookout. It's the Addicts. Yeah, as far as my writing process goes, like when I'm writing my music, some people they freestyle, you feel me? Some people come to the studio, they just want to write on the spot real quick and you know what I mean, just record what they got. But as for me, like I like to be, in a cool, like, calm atmosphere when I'm writing. But depending on the situation, you feel me? Like if I'm working on something that's mine, I'll just take my time with it, have some medicine right next to me, you feel me? Like, a bag of, some fire, some gas, some loud, some kush or whatever. Probably a little bit of liquor, you know what I mean, just to get loosened up or whatever, but have some incense burning and just have a beat, you know what I mean? Just slapping real loud, you know what I mean? Just turn up the beat and I just get my zone and start writing. But if I'm working with my group or, you know what I mean, the artist, I'm out of town or whatever, I just go to the studio, write my thing, like, 15, 20, 30 minutes max, hit the studio, record, and take me like less than an hour to get, you know what I mean, what I got to get out. And I just let the engineer do what he got to do, mix it up, you know what I mean, master it, and that's pretty much my process of writing. So it's real simple, you know what I mean, but I would suggest people just doing everything in-house, just get you a little studio, get a pre-studio set up, get you a MacBook, whatever, and just don't depend on nobody, just do it all yourself, you know what I mean? You don't need nobody to do your stuff. But just write your music, record it, and you know what I mean? Eventually you'll learn how to engineer and mix your own stuff. So that's what's up. Yeah, my early inspiration. Who's my early inspiration? That's kind of hard. Like, I don't know. That's like a hard question. But honestly, like my folks, like you know what I mean. Seeing my pops, like wake up hella early every morning. You feel me? He was a taxi driver. You know what I mean? Drove taxis and all that, and just seeing like you know what I mean. My mom's like she used to like go through it. You know what I mean? She had to take city buses, and we didn't have it like you know what I mean. Like it wasn't all that great growing up. Feel me? So I was inspired by just seeing my parents. You know what I mean? They work ethic, and also my big brothers. You know what I mean? I got a couple big brothers. You know what I mean? Older than me, and they used to have to multitask. So I just say my folks was my inspiration. To be honest with you, music wasn't like something that really inspired me till I was around the right people. You know what I mean? Billy Benny and my group, the Addicts, and like you know what I mean. That was like later on in life, but yeah, that's who I was inspired by. My folks, you know what I mean? My people, my pops, my moms. Even though they left me when I was young, you know what I mean? They, stuff happens. You know what I mean? I don't even want to cuss, but stuff happens. So, my pops left me when I was young. My mom left me when I was young, but they still inspire me because I seen what they had to go through, and now it's up to us. Feel me? So, yeah. Uh, I used to just write music in class, Like I didn't really pay attention like in school. Like I was just worried about getting good grades just so I could make the basketball team. As far as you know what I mean, having good enough grades to keep playing basketball. So I used to just shoot hoops and I used to just write in the back of my class like 10th grade, 11th grade. You feel me? When I was a little younger and the homies have studios. I play basketball. They be recording. I go to the crib, go to the homie's crib, and just was playing around. It was just a hobby. You feel me? It still is a hobby. So this ain't like my full time job or nothing like that. People might think like this is everything. You feel me? Nah, you gotta have a plan B, plan C, all that, yo. You gotta have all types of different plans, and you know what I mean. So basically, I just got started just chilling, messing around. You know what I mean? Just something I did for fun, just like playing basketball. It's just a hobby. So but sometimes that hobby could take you somewhere you never dreamed of. You feel me? So I've been in Europe. You know what I mean? I've been in Germany. I've been all that. I've been around the world. Feel me? From just a hobby, but it is what it is. You live and learn, and you just learn how to appreciate stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it is. My top three favorite albums of all time. That's real hard for me actually, but I gotta think about that. Definitely Tupac album, Me Against the World. Tupac, Me Against the World. That's one of my favorites. And then I can't even really call it really. I'll probably say something like another Tupac album, All Eyes on Me. That was classic. And I'll probably throw in like a Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Greatest of all time, Michael Jackson CD or something like that. You know what I mean? Keep it simple. To be honest with you, I'm not really tripping about who I would like to work with. It's like who would like to work with me. Like you want to work with me, we could work. You feel me? Like I don't be like too choosy as far as who to work with. I know it's a lot of politics. Like people always be asking me why you do a song with so and so or why you do it. You know what I mean? A track with so and so, and I'm like, yo, if they mess with me, if they got love for me, then it's vice versa. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show love back. I don't care if you big or you ain't so big, but yeah. So as far as what I mean, who would I like to work with? I like to work with whoever would like to work with me. Feel me? It's real simple. Yeah, it's a lot of beef. It's a lot of beef in hip hop. It's a lot of hate. You know what I mean? But that kind of comes with the territory. You feel me? Like whatever you do, like if you're good at it, it's gonna be hate, and people gonna want to beef with you for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I don't even gang bang. You feel me? Like I just rep for ERITREA. You know what I mean? That's just on my neck. It's on my back. It's on my head. And I'm not really with all the beef, but you know what I mean. At the same time, like where I'm from, it comes natural. You feel me? Like I grew up just like with beef. You know what I mean? Just being African, being from Eritrea, just everywhere I go, like there's always an issue. You feel me? Like at the same time, though, you just gotta know how to like be the bigger person. You know what I mean? And just kind of brush it off. You feel me? Like, but beef comes and it goes, and whoever got beef with me, it is what it is. I don't be like hiding and nothing like that. I'm out there. You feel me? Like you're gonna see me wherever I'm at, like, and you're gonna see me loud, burning loud. You know what I mean? Top down, and I'm gonna have a lot of bad bitches with me, like some hot girls. You feel me? Like, but yo, girls be choosing up. You feel me? I don't mean to step on toes. So you know what I mean? People want to hate on me for my music. It's cool. Like, don't listen to my music. If you don't like my music, don't listen to my music. Just like skip it, go to the next artist. And as far as the girls go, yo, man, if they choosing up, bro, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that, yo. And it's a lot of fuck boys out there. You know what I'm talking about, man. I'm gonna see y'all too, one way or another. We're gonna run into each other. You know what I'm talking about too, man. You know where you at. You know what? As far as my parents go, like I said, they left me when I was younger, so I already had like this kind of rebel type of like feeling. You know what I mean? I was kind of rebellious, like you know what I mean. I had the ears pierced when I was young. Had a couple, you know what I mean, couple tattoos when I was young. Um, I did all types of stuff when I was young, so I didn't really care about my parents, like, you know what I mean, feedback or like their opinions. You feel me? Like, I was just like, yo, I ain't doing basketball no more. You feel me? I'm not going to school no more. Um, I don't like working. You know what I mean? I can't tell. I can't have no one telling me what to do. You feel me? I ain't got no job. I don't work for nobody. no 9 to 5. You know what I mean? I do music, I do my little clothing thing, and I do my little side thing. You feel me? And everybody should have a little side hustle. Feel me? So my side hustle might be your main hustle, but yeah. But my parents, they wasn't really with the music thing. That was like they didn't understand. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because my pops live in Saudi Arabia, so a lot of people be like talking to my dad, like, yo, they mess with me, you know what I mean? Like Yoni Habitz, you know what I mean? But my mom is kind of cool because she live in LA, so my mom's, you know what I mean? She know what's up, so my mom like whatever I like doing, she just like she supported, you feel me? So uh, yeah, so parents wasn't cool with it, but eventually it just grew on them, you feel me? So you just gotta stick to your own dreams. You know what I mean? Parents kill the most dreams, so always remember that. Just follow your dreams. You know what I mean? How would I describe my stilo? My stilo, my style, um, is unique. You feel me? Like first of all, I want to say I don't remember or ever seeing any hip hop artists that's where I'm from, Eritrea, East Africa, like ever wearing anything Eritrean related. Nobody used to wear no Eritrea shirts, Eritrea sweaters, Eritrea anything. You feel me? Like I was the first one. You know what I mean? You see the ring now. You know what I mean? Thanks to one of my homegirls sent me the ring. You feel me? But everything was Eritrea from the jump. You feel me? And then anyways, I'll be just I pay attention. You feel me? So I'll be seeing people trying to do this and trying to do that when it wasn't cool. But I make everything cool. Not like I make everything cool like that, but like whatever I like, I'm gonna be happy and I'm gonna be proud and I'm gonna swag it out to the max. You feel me? So, um, you know, people could they could follow or they could lead. You feel me? And I'm a leader when it comes to this whole Rachel movement, this whole putting the Rachel on the map, the whole Rachel swag. You know what I mean? Feeling proud, rocking your Rachel stuff. So yeah, that's that, man. That's my swag. That's what I think about my style, bro. I'm unique. Ain't nobody like me. But you could be like me. You could try at least. That's all you can really do. How would I describe myself as an artist? It's crazy. Like I rap. You feel me? But at the same time, I like writing music. You know what I mean? So there's a difference between rap and music. You feel me? So like it's all about moods, like how you feel. So some days I might feel like what I mean, writing about some girl I just met, a bad Eritrean girl or East African girl, you know what I mean, a Shukorina, a little Concho or whatever. But um, and then some days I might rap about what I mean, one of the homies just got shot. You feel me? Or just all types of different situations. So and then when I do hit the studio, people want to judge me as far as like the music I make, you know what I mean? So it's all about how you feel, you know what I mean? My music's real. Like I'm not gonna have someone else write my music. I write all my music, you feel me? I write for other people too. You feel me? But I write all my music. So when it comes to like everything you hear and the feeling and the passion, that's all me. So if you don't like my music, like I said again, don't listen to my music. I know it's gonna be haters. Go ahead and keep hating. You know what I mean? I see you. I hear you. That's all motivation, yo. The more hate I get, it's more motivation, yo. Because I get a lot more love than I get hate. That's A1. That's 100, guaranteed. But anyways, yo, I just be like, I just be thinking about the haters so much, man. It should be throwing me off. But I'm gonna stay in my lane and focus, yo. Uh, what's my guilty pleasure? What's my guilty pleasure? To be honest with you, I'll be burning a lot, I'll be on that gas, that loud, that Cali Kush. So basically, I'll be having munchies all the time, you know what I mean? So you bring me some cookies, you know what I mean? I like, not the cookies you blow on, like real cookies, you know what I mean? Or I like Angetta, you know what I mean? Angetta is like just for the people that don't know, you know what I mean? I got regular fans too. Angela's like some, or East African food. You know what I mean? It's like Angela's like a certain like a type of bread. You feel me? And you put some tipsy on it, or some hominy, or some shuda, or I like my food like from where I'm from. You know what I mean? So just Eritrean food, Ethiopian food, East African food. That's my guilty pleasure, and like some nice shukorinas. You know what I mean? A couple conjos. That's about it. You know what I mean? I'm real low maintenance. You know what I mean? I just need some gas to blow on and some manjera and a little dessert and a little eye candy. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much my guilty pleasure, yo. Hip hop is hip hop, yo. Like it's what you make of it, really. Like what I think, you know what I mean? Like I like hip hop just because I know, like when I was growing up, hip hop was real. You know what I mean? It was A1. Like right now, everything's like watered down. You know what I mean? Everybody's a rapper. Everybody want to be a rapper. Like everybody sound exactly the same. You know what I mean? So to be honest with you, I don't really listen to too much new hip hop. I like old school hip hop. Like you know what I mean? A1 music. You know what I mean? So basically, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna listen to the Addicts. You know what I mean? My group. I'm gonna listen to Young Magic. I'm gonna listen to that new Yoni Habitz. I'm gonna listen to some Sandman the Goose, some Selby Genza, some Nipsey Hussle, and stuff like that. But hip hop is just like it's kind of watered down. But thank thankfully it's people like me and people that's original and that's authentic. You know what I mean? I like that type of hip hop. We need more of that. So that's my idea of what I think of that. You know what I mean? Really, like my high point as far as an artist so far, like I really just started doing music. Like people probably think I've been doing it forever, for I don't know how long, but like my first video's only been like 3 years old. You feel me? Like you go check YouTube. Like my oldest video is 3 years old. But the thing is, like once I'm passionate about music, I just keep doing like whatever I love. Like whatever it is, I'm gonna stay passionate about it. So it's like my work ethic is so crazy. Like people think I've been doing music for like I've been in the game. I just got in the game. So like my high point really is just traveling around the world. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't even say they left their own hood, like their own radius. You feel me? Like I've been to all around Europe. You know what I mean? All around like what I mean, back home and all that. You feel me? Like, but I didn't know that my music was gonna be what took me overseas. You feel me? Like doing a tour with Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? Like that was crazy. You know what I mean? Just chilling, picking his brain, just taking notes, and just what I mean, busting moves, just making moves or whatever. So basically, my high point is just like traveling. You know what I mean? Like reaching my people, like seeing my own people, inspiring the youth, inspiring my people, and all that. That's what like has been my high point. You know what I mean? So um, that's about it, man. Just inspiring the youth and my people back home in Eritrea. You know what I mean? About like the society or like our society, what's going on like here in America and back home, like it's crazy. First off, like in America, everybody see what's going on in the news. Ferguson and Mike Brown and hands up, don't shoot. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like as far as like especially people that look like me. If you're young, you black, and you live in America, like you're a target. You know what I mean? You're enemy. You automatic enemy. You know what I mean? You suspect. So like cops is always on you. Gangs is always on you. And then you just got enemies, you know what I mean? It can be just wrong place, wrong time, you know what I mean? Just so it's not good, you know what I mean? Back home it's crazy, you know what I mean? Where I'm from in Asmara, Eritrea, it's like a lot of stuff going on, you know what I mean? Politics and things I don't like to get involved in, but as a musician, it's kind of hard not to get involved. You know what I mean? Everyone got opinions. You know what I mean? So like when I say something, I guess it's just like more targeted or like more people like want to talk about it or you know what I mean? Like be in my business, which is cool because I guess everyone's opinions count. But back home, it's like a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? You can watch the news, you know what I mean? Like a lot of my people passed away, like on that boat recently in Italy or whatever. Like like a lot of people died on the boat, you know what I mean? And a lot of people in my country is leaving, you know what I mean? Just running, you know what I mean? Just like, and then they got people donating, you know what I mean? Not even donating, but they just taking our people's organs, you know what I mean? And selling our their parts, you know what I mean? It's real deep. Like it's even hard for me to talk about it, you know. Even my own cousin, you know what I mean? He got held for hostage, and we had to send him some money, you know what I mean, just so they could let him go. And he just like, why they going through all that? There's got to be a reason, you know what I mean? There's always a reason behind every question, and it's always, you know what I mean? You got to have the right answers, you know. You just can't pretend you ain't seeing it. That's what I don't like. People just pretend they just blind to the facts. It's all about facts. You can't be blind to facts. So, but my new music, you're gonna hear it, and you're gonna hear more about my opinion, and you're gonna get the visual. So just stay tuned. It's Yoni Habitz, YH. So check me out. What I look up to, like, I don't really. That's like real hard for me to say. Like, I don't really look up to nobody. It's like some people say, "Oh, I look up to my mom," or "I look up to my dad," or I guess you could say that. I look up to my folks, my parents. You know what I mean? But really, 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 I look up to my brother. You know what I mean? My brothers. Actually, I say that with an S. I look up to my brothers and my sister. You know what I mean? So basically, I look up to my family. They give me like the inspiration and the passion to do what I'm doing. Um, and as far as looking up, like even I hear it all the time. Like people be saying like I'm their role models or like they look up to me. Like I hear that all the time. Even though you haters might not believe that, but I look like a lot of kids, a lot of youth be messaging me like you know what I mean, just hitting me like, yo, they look up to me. So it's like try to like if you're gonna look up to somebody, like hopefully that person you look up to has like something like they passionate about and like something that you can like see where this person is trying to do something with their life, you know what I mean? Like I'm not just a rapper, you know what I mean? I don't just rap. Like I try to inspire. So that's the difference between me and you. Like just motivate, yo. Just you know what I mean? Motivate the youth. Just motivate yourself, you know what I mean? And people will follow, you know what I mean? So just don't be a follower, just be a leader and just motivate, So I don't look up to nobody. And if I do, it's my folks, my people, my family, my circle, even my friends is like my family, you know what I mean? So that's what I look up to, my homies, the addicts, and you know what I mean, my family. Real talk. Last but not least, I want to shout out, you know what I mean, give some shout outs out there to my homies, you know what I mean, my solid A1, my day ones, my homeboy Chemo out there, you know where he at. Actually, you know where he is, you know what I mean, but he be everywhere. That's my nigga Chemo out there. Um, the whole team, the addicts, you feel me? Seldy Gunza, that's my day one nigga, man. Selby Gunza, just yeah, I'm gonna keep saying that name. That's the homie. Check him out on YouTube again. Baby DZ, what up, Baby DZ? Billy Benny, the whole Addicts logo, Magic, you know what I mean? Young Magic, you know what I mean? Just the whole squad, you know what I mean? I want to shout out my little homies too, you know what I mean? They know what's up, Pie Gang, all them, you know what I mean? But that's about it, man. Shouts out to all my people that's you know what I mean that's been following me, like I appreciate my fans. Thank you, yo. Like my fans, like y'all don't even know, man. Y'all the ones that be keeping me up all night writing sometimes, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is just a hobby, it's just a passion of mine, yo. So all y'all out there, like, it's cool, y'all have a passion, have a hobby, but at the same time, always have a plan B, plan C, like you know what I mean? Backup plan, because whatever your hobby is, at the end of the day, sometimes that's not like what your dreams might be at the end. You know what I mean? You gotta have more than one dream, but just follow your dream to the max, yo. And Yeah, I learned that from my mentor, yo. So Anthony, you know what I mean? They call him Chikuda in the streets. But yeah, shout out to my boy Anthony, man, from Nigeria, yo. Um, Once again, one love to Eritrea, one love to Ethiopia, one love to all my Habesha people. All them people be talking like, you ain't Habesha. I know I'm not Habesha, I'm Eritrean, but I got love for all my people, yo. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Hopefully I see y'all again in the near future. And just wish me luck. And I wish y'all luck to the next time. It's YH. Feel me?